Slow hitting that record button today. Little slow on that one. No. Sure. How's everybody doing out there today in the world? I hope, well, I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing better than good. That's the thing. I hope you're fantastic. Well, that's a card that I drew. I'll tell you that right now. We got Think Twice on lock. Hey, we're playing blue and white, which is kind of my thing. I guess I could go blue and black for once, but they didn't give me damnations. Why the fuck would I do that, really? When you think about it, there's no goddamn reason. At all in the whole wide world. I just really miss damnation. Is that really such a crime for me to just have this huge hole in my heart, this huge damnation-sized hole in my heart? Is that really so wrong? I don't think so. I don't think it is at all. Well, I don't think this guy's going to have any creatures. I mean, we're going to wait a couple turns, but Quicken might just jump out, because Quicken's really just for our removal. Going to try and flash this back. I mean, if he cancels it, I'll be pretty goddamn happy. 7 cards in hand. It's a little sketchy over there. I got 22 lands in here, so we should never really have a problem with finding lands. Just a lot of negates, dissolve, stuff like that. We've got some fun win cons that'll hopefully show up, but I'm not sure. I'm tentatively thinking about making a deck that has that one guy in it. Because people keep trying to make that deck where you self-mill yourself or whatever. I wouldn't self-mill myself. I'll just have that guy in there and like build the deck properly. Because this can't really handle self-mill. That's the hilarious thing. Hey, look at that. There aren't good enough reasons to self-mill in this format. It's 2 copies of one dude. I don't know. It blows my mind. Because there's not very good options here. I actually am going to go ahead and quicken this. Because pretty much everything literally everything that's sorcery speed in this is creature removal. And I don't think it's going to come up. We're 4 cards in. This looks to be a counter battle. So this is going to be really boring and terrible for everyone involved. I hope you enjoy your time with me today. So I just got a fistful of removal, which is kind of a problem. Oh, he does have some creatures over there, though. Resolute Archangel. So it looks like he's got something going on. He's going to ditch a guy that he wants to play next turn. Resolute Archangel again. A lot going on there. That's exactly what I would like you to tap. Go for it. Alright. We should probably keep some mana open here. I figured that he was intentionally not playing stuff so that he could get something really big in the yard. Something like Gravy Guy, Serious Sam. But it appears as if that's not the case. So we're just going to keep playing lands and sitting here and playing lands. That's what we're going to do. This guy ain't even ready for my land playing skills. This should be interesting because it's all going to come down to like the last minute of the match is going to be the only thing that really matters in this whole grand scheme of things. Wow, 2 blue. That was really just not the way that you should have tapped that at all. Kind of a fucking dick. You draw 1 land. That's what's up. This is going to be really sketchy there at the end. Actually, I think Angelic Edict is not what I get rid of. You guys feel about Divine Verdict? I'm feeling Divine Verdict. That's the one. Yeah, I feel okay about that. It's one of the first times I've played Elixir in like a serious sense, where like I actually feel like it matters. Yes, please. We'll see if I'm rewarded for that or not. I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen more counters out of this guy. And it's weird because I skew way more heavily, well, 12 to 10 on blue, so it's kind of crazy we're seeing all this white mana. It's kind of an issue for us, but not quite. Sitting here thinking about what card to get rid of. It's going to go ahead and... shit. It's going to be that planar cleansing because it doesn't look like he has... It doesn't look like there's going to be a billion threats out there at once for us to try and deal with. See, the problem with this is that we don't have any cards that are draw X cards. We don't have anything that's like actually helpful or useful in any way. So it's kind of an issue. See, now that's part of it right there. Well, maybe he'll give us something to counter. Definitely not that. Let's just think about which card to get rid of, but if he wants to give us another option, that'd be dope. But he didn't. He didn't feel like doing that. It's just going to be a counter battle. That's what we're looking at. I'm going to pitch this Quicken now. So I don't have any use for it. Man, this is going to be really tedious until like right that last second is going to be insane where a win con of somebody shows up and it's just counter, 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 counter. It's kind of the first person to make a move loses almost because he has to have all his counters. We both just have counters at this point. It's kind of ridiculous. He's like intentionally not playing stuff though, which is weird. 5 and 5 is 10. 10 lands. We got a Reprisal, which I will keep, so I'm just going to pitch this Plains. Which isn't really what we want to do, because we don't want to see lands anymore after we use Elixir to cycle. If we use Elixir to cycle, we really don't want to draw lands from that point on, but... oh, shit. Oh, that's a definite disadvantage. I don't want to do that. Goes Reprisal. Can't tap down to do the Inspiration main phase, because then I just lose all that mana. I lose like 2 negates. I lose a lot in that situation. No, what the fuck? Get out of here, you bastard. Jesus Christ. What are we down to? 27? Maybe I will put that in here. That'd be kind of fun. Well, I guess we're going to see if my win cons show up or not. A lot of mana. So that's good. We've only got, what, 9 left in the pile because we pitched 1 plains. So that's not terrible. I mean, I can live with that. I don't want to shuffle back up yet because pretty much everything in my pile is just removal. Card draw. Why not? Got 15 life on the board. You know, that's a thing, I guess. I don't want to pop these yet because they're dead draws, ostensibly, against this deck. Because it's like just removal over. Or it's... Those are the only counters we've seen so far from him in the yard because he doesn't need them. He's got all of his counters in hand. Elixir's nice too because if his win con is that, you know, life loss thing, then that's kind of funny. Now we're really in the shit. I mean, the one we get rid of is the Nullify because, I mean, I honestly am not sure if there are creatures over there that I really need to worry about. The Scry is pretty awesome. That should probably tell him that we have nothing but counters in our hand. It shouldn't be this heavy. I don't understand. Like, I mean, eventually, statistically, we're going to have to see something that I can play. You would think. $23 cards left. I'm trying to think about how many cards that I would like to see in this situation. I mean, Kozilek is in here, but that's a terrible card to play against this guy because he'll just counter it. How do I get out of this? I'm gonna go ahead and negate that. This is a weird one for us to both throw our hands away on. So now I really want to draw that Kozilek because then he hits the field. This guy got a little excited there. He shouldn't have done this. I don't agree with this. Why throw your whole world away? That's the stack. Bottom. Bottom. Okay, so now we draw Kozilek and we win. Fuck. Monomania, that's a weird one for us to get into it over. 3 cards in hand now. I really needed him to be tapped down, though. Draw first. Then I'm going to pop one of these elixirs. That'll work. That'll work. Negate. That'll do it. That will do it. I'll let that go. Ah, shit. I can't let that go. How do you change? God damn, I wish I could change how this is tapping. Why are you tapping like that? Fuck you! Shit. I negate this? No. That's the one I would have negated, but it didn't come up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when you would have negated, is right there. If he had a counter for the second one. Six lands left. I don't feel comfy about this, though. The reason I was mad about how it was tapping is the only card that I could really have drawn in that situation that would have helped me would have been the 2-mana counter, which I may have gotten rid of all of them anyway, so I'm not sure that that would have been a thing. You know, I could use some card draw too, to be honest with you. And that's why this deck doesn't really work, is because we don't have draw X cards and we don't have like any of the really good tutors. Like Diabolic Tutor would be amazing in this deck right here. Because we could strip out white and just put black and have Diabolic Tutor and stuff like that in and just win like every fucking time. It'd be amazing. It'd be like that old deck I used to run. Because this isn't, it's not as fun as it could be because we're not in control. You know what I mean? Your inability to draw X cards means that you're not in control. You're just sitting there. How many things have we eaten? All of the dissolves are gone. Board wipe's gone. That's 18. So there's 4 lands left. That's comforting. He's only got 19 cards left. If I can counter the little douchebag that'd make him win, that'd put me in the driver's seat, wouldn't it? We got 6 cards left, which is nice. I wouldn't mind drawing a Quicken, because that would help me feel a little bit more secure, because if he's just waiting 18 turns to play that guy that lets him win when he has to draw, which is... that'd really be something special. I gotta be honest with you. That would be... he would deserve that win, even though that's like the stupidest thing ever. He would have earned it at that point. We both had 18 lands. I'm breaking ahead in the race, though. You can obviously see that I'm the go-to winner here from my 19 lands out there. All my Think Twices are gone. Shucks. So I need the draw 2 cards. Well, that's not bad then. Inspiration at end step. We're gonna come back. We're circling back around to the same place we were last time when I was like, it'd be nice to see some win cons. Oh, Nullify's not bad. Oh, see, Nullify's not bad at all. I don't have a problem with Nullify at all. Nullify's not bad. Planner Cleansing and Edict are gonna go. Oh, it's all percentages now. 19. You can have that. 35. I can't be beat. There's a certain strange excitement to this kind of matchup. Like, just a weird... I don't know. There's just something to it, because the first person to make a mistake should lose, even though I feel like it was that guy, because he was trying to force my hand on the Monomania, because I had to counter it, and that was a really good way for him to get rid of all those counters and everything. It was a good play. But just in that situation, I had him out-muscled, which was unfortunate for him. But now we're just coming right back around to where we were before. He's only got 11 cards left. So if he plays down to 0 cards or whatever, but then he would have both those guys. Like, even him just waiting for that could be his win con. That's what's so insane. Waiting for the one guy that allows you to win when you go to draw a card. Because if he has both of them in hand, he could suck out all of my counters and then have the counters of his own. But the whole thing is that I get to reuse my counters now, and he does not. See, like, counter-wise, all of his dissolves are gone. One negate is gone. So he does have 3 more negates. But it's like, if that's what we're waiting for, like, I don't know that he can win. It's really going to come down to the moments. It's, like, really weird. It's this strange holding pattern. It's like when I used to run track, because you would, like, warm up, and then you would have these weird periods of just inactivity where you just kind of sit there, and you're like, well, I'm not doing anything. Stuff fucking sucks. But, you would just sit, and then you'd get kind of jittery. There's this weird kind of excitement. It's kind of the same thing right now. Like, it's all going to come down to these last few cards. I don't really understand what this guy's win con is either. 5 minutes to draw a card, I'll always allow that to happen. I'll tell you that right now. Of course, from you guys' perspective, I don't have a win con either. And I'm kind of concerned as to why nothing has shown up at all except Kozilek, which makes me look like an asshole. Like, that's the only thing in the deck. I'll cast him because then I get to draw some stuff. I don't want Counterlash to go. I'm not going to get in a battle with him on this. I just don't want Counterlash to go. Okay. I didn't think it would be that bad. I didn't think it would be that bad. Because we've got 6. Didn't like it. Because that was it right there. That is the end of it right there. What a stupid thing. God damn it. And he just bailed out, like, invalidating the entire thing. Fuck, what a bummer. Letting that Counterlash land was a mistake. And I just talked about how I didn't want to let that Counterlash land, but I didn't want to get in a battle with him. So I thought, like, that would be a huge mistake. This is going to land, I'll tell you that right now. No, he didn't have anything else. Top all day. So that's why he freaked out there. I shouldn't have played the Kozilek. I should have just kind of stood my ground and waited. But the drawing 4 cards I figured would get me kind of out of any situation that I didn't want to be in. I thought I'd be okay. This deck looks terrible. And maybe it is. But what are you going to do? Nothing else decided to show up. We are going to finally win here, though. Wow, that was really weird. I like card draw. You really should hold on to card draw in this setup. Okay, drawing a bunch of cards right there. And wouldn't that have just been the best? See, because the thing that makes this good is you get to cycle through your stuff, but you don't get to pick or choose anything, and that's what makes it so shitty. I think that's the main problem with the deck. You pop all these inspirations, and then you do Elixir. Because you'll draw another Elixir. There's only 20 cards left. It doesn't actually matter, though. Unless we draw something that'll beat him. But it doesn't really matter. There's no real reason to keep playing this at all, really. I don't know, I'll do one. Why not? Well, I could just wait. No, Inspiration Him. Because that's 4 cards. Fuck. That was terrible. Oh man, this deck doesn't look like it does anything. It wins! Apparently. That took a lot out of me. That's probably it for today. This is the worst episode I've ever done. But you know, some days that's all you can do when you're the blue guy. I hadn't played blue in a really long time, so I wanted to make a really stupid deck that was just basically denial. And then I got really sad because you can't really do it with black, which is where I would want to be in it. I mean, you can, but it's got obvious weaknesses, so it just sucks because there's so many matchups where it's bad in, and white has the edge on that because it's got more matchups where it's actually consistent, so it just kind of sucks. Not as many options in this game as I would have hoped for, but whatever. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see y'all next time.